Life!
Hey guys, Sarah here. So I'm sorry I haven't been able to get a video up in a while. I've been really busy here in my sorority. We just finished our last ceremony for recruitment and I got my formal dress off. I'm in a t-shirt now, hair up in a ponytail. A little ponytail, but it's up in a ponytail. So yeah, recruitment is winding down and I'm finally getting time to make videos, so I'm making one for you. Yeah, before I get started, I do want to put this out there. Spoiler alert, this is a huge spoiler video. I'm talking all about Breaking Dawn, I really am. So if you haven't read it and you want to remain spoiler free, please stop my video, exit out of it, go read Breaking Dawn, and come back and watch my video when you're done, because I would really like to know what you guys think. So, down to the question of the day. What did I think of Breaking Dawn? If you watched my other video, you knew that I had read it quite a bit. Yes, I have. I think a lot of it was because I was willing it to be something different in the beginning. Yes, I did not like it at first. I'm not going to say I'm absolutely in love with Breaking Dawn now, because I'm not. I still have my issues with it. But I enjoy it, and it's growing on me, and I'm enjoying it more and more. I'm still iffy about it, and I have some theories as to why I'm a little iffy. 3 theories. One of them is, I know it's the last from Bella's point of view, her POV. And maybe I'm just a little disappointed about that, and so that kind of disappointment, I'm allowing it to sway my decision on it. I don't want it to be the end. Renesmee. I don't mind the name Renesmee. I actually think it's kind of cute. The baby and pregnancy, I had difficulty with that. Me, myself, as a person, I am not maternal. I'm not. I don't see myself as a mother for a very long time, and that took a lot of the relatability away from the story to me. And actually, that brings me to my third theory, was the relatability of all the characters, the difference that the characters, the way the characters were different in this book to the other 3. Book 1, I have issues with commitment. I do. And I wasn't expecting to like the wedding, but I loved it. And the honeymoon. Okay, about the honeymoon. All the sex that went down on the honeymoon. People are like, oh my god, why did they go so sex crazy? It is their honeymoon. It is bound to happen, especially when you can have Edward Cullen. You'd be all up on that too. Okay? Lay off Bella. You gotta forgive the girl. She can't help herself. You wouldn't be able to either. Actually, that could be a reason why I had issues with it and the book seems so different from the other 3. Because they can have sex now. They did have sex. So all that tension, the sexual tension that was in the other 3 books, that feeling of Twilight was gone. I missed that. And then when she gets pregnant. Like I said, I'm not a maternal person. I did know that she was pregnant, though. Not before the book came out, but I could tell. I was like, she started craving eggs, and I was like, she is so pregnant. And then she was, and I was like, that can't happen. But it can. Tricky, tricky, Stephanie. Moving on to book 2. I liked it. I was really worried about liking it because I did not like the epilogue of Eclipse. I thought Jacob was just a whiny little brat. I did. But I really liked his point of view, and I can understand him a lot more now. I love the fact that he finally stepped up and took the alpha position, and the fact that he was protecting the Cullens, and he took that step. I like that. It showed his maturity, like, throughout the entire book, how different he was from the Jacob who started in Twilight. And, yeah, the whole Leah thing. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a weird dynamic that they have. It's interesting. I would really like to see what Stephanie has in the works for her Leah story. I really would. The whole birth scene in book 2. I have issues with maybe having a kid. So the whole gory... Really, Stephanie? That was hard for me to read. I didn't like that one. Ugh, not okay. So we get through the birth scene and Jacob imprints. He imprints on Renesmee! What? I seriously, when I read that, I understood what happened, but I had to read it again. Like, did that just go down? I think it did. I just set my book down. I closed it. I walked into my room. I picked up a pillow because it was at like 2 a.m. to scream in it, and no noise came out because I didn't know if I wanted to scream. Was I happy? Was I mad? Or was I sad? I didn't know. I seriously went, and nothing came out. Yeah, I could talk about the imprinting for a long time, but this video is kind of long, so moving on to book 3. I liked seeing Bella as a vamp. I did. Did a pretty kick-ass vampire. I'm not sure. Edward as a daddy. He changed in his character. Like, I think that was a big character change for him. Any man's going to, but I'm not, he loses a lot of his sex appeal to me. I do like the switch up in the the Bella and Edward relationship. The fact that Bella has to be careful around Edward now, and I like when Charlie's gonna come over for the first time and Edward kisses Bella or something like that, and Jasper's like, Edward, you know, not now. I love it. Speaking of Jasper, I love his nickname Jazz. I want to name something Jasper so I can call it Jazz. It is bomb. Bomb diggity. I went there. Anyways, Bella's power. I like it. I do. I was expecting a little something a little more bam. This one's a little more subtle of a power. I really like the fact that she was able to just like smirk at Jane. I could just see that and Jane getting so pissed off. Yeah. Out of the guests that came, I don't know. I like Benjamin because who doesn't want to be able to affect the elements? That's really cool. But I also like Garrett, the nomad. And I like the relationship that forms between Garrett and Kate. I want to see more from them, Stephanie. The battle. I do like the battle. A lot of people are like, I wanted to see some bloodshed. I like the fact that it's in the head, you know, because a lot of the aspect with Bedward, Bella and Edward, is all mental, you know? I like it. It's epic. I do. I really like the battle. The part that I almost teared up at, and let me tell you, I'm not that emotional of a person, but I teared up, was the quote from Edward saying goodbye to Jacob. Are you kidding me? That whole scene, I read through and like to the end of that chapter. I almost teared up. Moving on to a little more humorous part of book 3. Emmett and his jokes. Are you kidding me? And the arm wrestling scene. I have lots and lots more to say about this video, and I already have. It's like this video is going on 20 minutes, so I'm gonna have to edit it a lot. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of time for me to get my opinions out there for you in the future. What did you guys think about the book? What did you guys think about my opinions? I want to know these things. Send me video requests or comments, or video responses, I guess. And let me know. I'm really interested to hear your guys' thoughts. If you have any other ideas for videos in the near future, video respond to this video and we'll get it into the works for you guys. This channel is about you guys, and I want to start making videos for you. Also, we do have a sister channel, The Lion and the Lamb. I will link it to you in the sidebar. over here. Yes, the sidebar. And go check them out. They're basically amazing. But yeah, those are a brief version of my thoughts on Breaking Dawn. Bye guys.